Officers catch the city's most wanted. Shannon Wolfson rode along on APD's Air 1 to check it all out.
Well, Leslie, it is something we obviously use here at work for our jobs. You might too. Here it is. It's an iPad, and it's changing the way officers here in Austin search for suspects on the ground. When Senior Police Officer Tom Lopatowski responds to an emergency, you might say he's flying pretty near blind.
While we're en route to the location, we have no information.
Because in the cockpit of APD's chopper Air 1,
you can see kind of how cramped it is.
Space is a commodity.
We're cramped enough for space that we just can't keep all this equipment up here.
There's not enough room for a bulky laptop computer like officers use on the ground to communicate with dispatch.
You can see, even as small as this is, you can see kind of how cramped it is to use.
For the first time, Lopatowski and the crew are going up in the air with a new set of eyes in the form of a new iPad.
So we can pull up what calls are holding if officers on the ground are tied up and actually start responding to those calls before the calls are even dispatched.
The iPads allow the air crew to see exactly what dispatch is typing into the computer in real time instead of relying on sketchy radio traffic. It's called the CAD system, a method ground officers have been using for years.
As soon as the call comes out, or as soon as we become aware of the call, we can actually get this information and be looking for suspect vehicles that are matching the description while we're responding. Not only is it easier, safer for us, it's also safer for the guys in the street because we're not taking them away from what they're doing on the ground to explain to us the call.
They're still working out the kinks, though, like having to rely on 4G service.
It really doesn't cut down our response time, but it allows us to utilize some of that response time by actually looking for a suspect. Looking back in our history, I think there's a lot of suspects that possibly have gotten away, or a lot of things that we could have missed that would not have been such an issue had we had the information while we were responding.
Well, here's another interesting fact. This is also a cheaper solution for the department. The typical laptop CAD system, like you see in a patrol car, is about $10,000. This one, an iPad, is less than $1,000. Leslie?
All right.